I didn't accept myself at first. It was hard for me to give up those ideas and pre-existing realities that I have lived in my mind for nearly 18 years. After discovering the truth about my homosexual tendencies, I locked myself in my room. I spent most of my time searching my computer for additional information about my tendencies. Is it a disease? How am I going to fix it? Yes, it is a mental illness that I must treat by approaching God. This is what I concluded at the beginning. I became very rigid. I do dawn and spend most of my time in the mosque, and I have more than prayed to God to save me from this sexual orientation that torments me. I spent many days in this state of my suffering growing with my sense of failure to get rid of my homophobia. I feel like I'm not getting better. But I will keep trying. I try to be strong and overcome my tendencies. I'm being assaulted. Loneliness kills me. Months have passed, and I am like this every time I try to get rid of my homosexuality. I feel its power, but I will continue to suppress this desire. I don't want to be gay. I don't want them to call me gay and despise me every day. My Lord asked him to take my soul to him, to take it from this body that is tired of crying in life inside my jury room, a tasteless life black of the night. But I will not give up. I thought I'd introduce myself to a psychiatrist and sexual therapist to help me. It's my last hope. The idea is growing in me day by day. My need for doctor's expenses made me think about telling my family the truth about my sexual orientation, so they could help me. After a long thought, I decided to tell my father. I'm going to tell him today. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. My mother came out of the house. It's my chance to talk to my dad. I stood behind my door, bewildered, frightened, nervous. All the bad thoughts are wandering my head, but I'll say as long as I can't overcome my sexual orientation alone. Out I approached him without feeling. Tears began to race on my cheeks one by one. He asks me with wonder why I am crying. I'm trying to answer, but the crying was stronger. Spoke. And I told him. He remained silent at length, and he said he didn't get it. Then he asked me if I'd ever had sex. I answered him crying. No, he didn't believe me and violently brought the Holy Curate to swear that I didn't have sex. Then he told me to go back to my room. I felt my father had changed. He suffered a condition of depression and Sherman's, and I heard him crying today as he told my mother about what I told you. He's a spirit. I regret that I feel that I am a source of pain for him, and that my presence only causes suffering to me and others. I wish to die. How much I wished my life would stand here, but it goes on and on with her. My attempts to recover. I avoid looking at males and trying to talk about my friends about beautiful girls, and I changed my hairstyle to look more manly than before. Today I will visit the doctor. I wonder if he was able to help me get rid of my homosexuality and revive the feeling of the man I have missed all my previous life. I visited the doctor, and instead of treating my homosexuality, I found a doctor trying to convince me to accept my sexual orientation, saying it's a natural emotional trauma, and I'm not the only one in this world who's as bad as I used to be. And day after day I started to be convinced of what he was saying, and I started to give up those preconceived ideas one by one, and today I'm like me, and proud of my gaming. Why would I go against God's will, as long as he wanted me to be like this? My father asks me from time to time about my condition. I was answering that I had improved a lot. It's been a year and a half since the last time we talked about it. I think he has forgotten it, or he forgets it, but I am afraid of the day he proposes to marry me. I think it's going to be another tragedy in my life, and another sadder story.